Alright, so ever since it has been brought to light, I have wanted to try out the whole Estarossa buffing a non-demon unit sort of team. Unfortunately, I don't have Christmas Lilia, so I don't have like the best character to really use this with, because obviously she gets a lot of buffs and stuff like that. She deals a lot of damage. But I do have Diane, and I did a test run, and I thought it went relatively well, and I've gotten a couple of extra copies of her lately, so her ultimate is quite a bit higher. So not only is she going to sort of take the heat off of Estarossa from using her taunt and everything, but if I end up getting a lot of stacks on her, she'll get a lot of buffs, or she'll get a lot of basic stats from Estarossa's passive, and if I get the ultimate with her, it should deal a lot of damage. So we're going to use her. Probably not the greatest idea, but because I already have Hendrickson invested into from when Estarossa first came out, I thought it would be a kind of a fun team. If you haven't noticed, my head is shaved, but I don't know. Just did it on a whim, I guess. But either way, if you're new to the channel or anything, feel free to subscribe because we're almost at 11K, so that'd be super cool of you. But either way, let's hop into this thing. It looks like we got a unknown team first and foremost. Pretty decent CC. I can't tell if this guy is using CC food or if this is just a really high CC bot. It looks more like a bot, to be honest. But it should be okay either way. Good test. Nothing crazy here. Obviously, I think 9 times out of 10, there's always going to end up being a red Tarmiel on the link somewhere. So I do kind of get disabled with Hendrickson, but you're really just using him more or less for the AoEs. So it's not like the biggest deal in the world. I feel like I have a really good setup with this team though, because she takes a lot of the heat. She starts to build up passive and everything. Plus, I feel like more often than not, I can actually get a pretty, I can end up getting an extra AOE card for Hendrickson, like pretty much right out of the gate. So we can kind of use that to our advantage to sort of just easily turn 2, kill at least one unit, whoever the most troublesome is going to end up being, and then we can kind of just take it from there. Obviously the Estarossa team in of itself is very, very strong, and obviously we're not going to be able to use Diane necessarily to help with the darkness stacks or anything like that, but I don't know, it's just kind of fun either way. Yeah, like it's not anything too crazy. And plus, so this happened with my test match as well. It pretty much puts me in the perfect situation to where I already have 2 more covert action skills in hand, so I can literally just, even though I killed 1 unit last turn, the other 2 units from, the very first line, or like the front line lineup here, are already sort of, 1 stack away from getting absolutely wrecked. So I can pretty much just finish them off here with the second turn, and then, Diane kind of just took all the heat for the first 2 turns, no big deal, and I'm pretty much good to go at that point. He'll have 1 unit left on the field. Most of the time it's a backline unit, so it's nothing that I can't handle. I feel like I almost didn't kill there. But either way, yeah, I don't know. It just, team works very well so far. Obviously, I would imagine there's probably some sort of team out there that can counter it relatively well. But from my small testing, 1 test match and this match, it's going pretty well, I have to say. So I guess let's go for something like this, just to do as much damage as possible to maybe end this match. But either way, I won't make you guys sit through this. Let's hop into the next one after I see how much damage Diane does. Not too bad, 101. Alrighty, we have a bond team here, so this one probably will be a little bit more interesting, I guess. Okay, we got turn 1 Diane merge, which is kind of interesting. I guess we'll just go with the normal turn 1 setup here. And then see what kind of cards we draw for this next turn. Obviously, I think the biggest thing here is that I don't guess you're really getting any real benefit to running Diane over Chandler, I guess. Like, I mean, she probably has a little bit better CC, if I'm being honest. But even then, running Hendrickson on the team is lowering your CC by a pretty considerable amount, so it's probably not making up the difference there. So there is that. Like, that is kind of an issue. He does not have Tarmiel Link on. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go for the ultimate just because I can, I guess. I don't know. It's probably not the greatest idea. Well, we have a... If I would have pulled an AoE last turn, I would have been a lot more comfortable because then I would have been able to put 3 stacks on everybody. But I don't know. This is only a 1/6 ult, so it's not going to be anything crazy. He's disabling Reinhardt here, so I guess I've got that going for me. He's also invulnerable for a turn or whatever, undying, whatever you call that, invincible. Can't be killedism. So let's put on the rest of the stacks here. I guess we'll go ahead and do that. He's invulnerable, so we're not going to be able to kill him. But we could try to get rid of Bon. That's not what I wanted to do. I was not paying enough attention there. This is not good. Kill, please. Okay, thank God. That actually did pretty good. I mean, obviously he was encroached. We had 4 stacks, right? 4, or was that 3? No, 4 stacks. I can't complain with that. Can't really complain on that. So he's encroached. He's also disabled, so we don't have to worry about his damage here. Should be able to get Diane's ultimate, no problem. Plus, we'll have a 3-turn taunt, so she should have pretty good stance buffs on for the Quell, which is also very good. I guess best case scenario here is we just, ooh, that ultimate in hand is not good. I guess we're just gonna try to get a little bit more damage out on Arthur, if possible. At this point, he's literally like the perfect Reinhardt for the moment. Like, he doesn't have Bond's buff on, but Arthur's alive, giving him, you know, the HP buffs and everything. Twiggo's alive, giving him the HP buffs and everything. So I'm in quite the pickle here. Unless he's not 6'6" or whatever, that looked like a lot of buffs. Here we go. That's pretty much to be, you know, expected, I guess. I don't think this will kill. Arthur's been kind of lackluster lately. That's pretty normal. So, unfortunately, Estarossa's dead, so we didn't get rid of the taunt there. But, that just kind of is what it is. I think we're in a good position here. We go ahead and do a little bit of pulverized damage because we have max stacks on her. 205 is not terrible. 5/6 ultimate. I don't think we'll kill Reinhardt or anything, but we kill his supports off, which is very, very good. I guess it just depends on if I can survive, which I think I can. I've got Tarmiel Link on. You know, I've got... I don't have to really worry about too much here, other than maybe him becoming invulnerable. Plus, he can't get to Zeldris, so I should be in a position where I can basically keep 2 cards active at all times. I think this is just going to be a matter of time. Like, it's just going to be, it's going to take a while to get through this, I think. So I do have a little bit of ult control, though, with this, which is really nice. I didn't even realize he had his... Tarmiel Link on Reinhardt here, so I guess that makes sense, but that's actually going to make it so much harder to get through this. Just to prevent that, we're going to do this for the turn, because we can just use the ult next turn. I don't know. I'm not going to make you guys sit through this. This is terrible. This is going to take forever. Knowing me, he's going to end up getting his ultimate or something like that and absolutely blowing Zeldris into submission. And it's going to become terrible. So I'll be back in the next match. I'll let you know how it went. So we have a Merlin team, which is pretty cool. In case you're curious, I did end up winning the last match, but he had immortality the one turn that I would have won, and then he gained a bunch of health back, and blah, blah, blah. I ended up killing with Zeldris' ultimate, which was kind of cool, I guess. So that was neat. Gonna end up disabling... Hendrickson here, of course, just with the first turn sort of play like we always do. I'm in the rank up bracket or whatever for like pushing into champion. So not necessarily a great thing, because champions, you know, full of bots or whatever, especially on like off seasons where there's no top 100 or anything like that. I don't think people really play too much, or at least when they do, they try to stay in, you know, I'm talking about Challenger, sorry, not Champion. I'm already in Champion, pushing into Challenger. So they're not really doing a whole lot of damage, which is good. So we can basically just throw this up. We have Dissolve on, so I think we take advantage of the Estarossa cards that we have, and we go ahead and kill off his big support unit here, which is Echidna. Hopefully. Yeah, we do. Alright, if we can draw another covert action card, we can kill all of his main 2 characters here next turn. Which we do, so that's also good. I guess, like, the main loop here is that you're gonna kill a character turn 2 if you get the right cards. Like, if you have extra, you know, covert action or whatever, then you can kill pretty much all of the big characters turn 3. So not terrible, honestly. I'm interested to see if this would hold up after the Shield Hero stuff comes out, because obviously the Nalphamy team and everything's very tanky. The Merlin team is going to become a lot harder to deal with because Philo is going to be doing a lot of damage. So I guess we'll just kind of have to see there. But yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot. He's lowered on whatchamacallit, the should we even? Well, I guess we should. Hopefully this will target Rimuru. I didn't target just in case that wasn't going to do enough damage, because she's kind of tanky, and it did target Rimuru, which is really good. So I don't know. I mean, the team's working really well. I don't know necessarily if running Diane over Chandler's that good, but it's kind of fun. I don't know. I like Diane. She's a cool character. I feel like I don't really get a whole lot of use out of her in PvP, just because there's not really as many use cases for her. I don't do ult rush teams and stuff like that very often, so I don't know. I know a lot of people seem to use her for, you know, stalling or whatever the case may be, but I'm more into the, like, streamlined, like, put as much support on your main damage dealer so that way he can, like, obliterate the enemy kind of teams. And, I don't know, Diane just doesn't really fit the vision, if you know what I'm talking about. So, same guy, unfortunately. So, that is kind of unfortunate for him, I think. I guess we'll just do the same setup here. I can at least still kill turn 2. Like, I can kill somebody turn 2. I think, depending on the cards that I draw, I'd probably go for Merlin turn 2. We do pull an extra covert action. We don't have... Ooh, we don't have another AoE card, though. So, with this being the case, I do still need to get rid of Merlin, but it would take 3 attacks, right? Because I would have to put... Yeah, I would have to put 2 attacks on her to get the encroachment stacks that I need. And because Diane can't do that, I would end up disabling Estarossa in the process. So I kind of can't go for Merlin here, unfortunately. Which is not great. So I think we go for... He did put Dissolve on. I was going to say we could try to maybe push for Ultimate on... Diane, but I don't know if that would have even been that great of an option. I think getting rid of Echidna is a really good plan, just because she does buff so much, and cutting off, you know, a big amount of his support for the unknown damage dealers is kind of big. So I just need a Hendrickson card. Can't seem to get the Hendrickson card. But he's going for the ult on Rimuru here, which is good because he basically has to end up being my target anyway. If he was able to go for, which I guess it wouldn't really matter even if I pulled the Hendrickson card because he's going to get stunned this turn. And I'm actually going to get attack sealed on on the other two. No, it was corrosion. I'm always so confused about which buff is which. So this actually isn't hurting as much. I think he disabled Rimuru here. He did. So I don't even really have to worry about that. I don't have a whatchamacallit on. I wonder... It's probably a stretch to say that this might kill, but I want to see if it would, because I've got good stacks on here. I don't have a lot of ultimate move gauge. I think I've got it. Because I could have just, you know, multiple attacked with Estarossa here, but I would have liked to have gotten a little bit of lifesteal because the corrosion stack here... Estarossa just stood still and then faded away. That was really funny to me. Damn, okay, so that corrosion actually... It's not really corrosion. I don't know what to call that. I guess it's technically corrosion. But, it actually dominated there. That was actually really good for him. So, unfortunately... I do not have a good way of dealing with the situation now. I can get the level 3 on Hendrickson, but he's probably dead. So either way, I'm glad that I went up against the same guy and he beat me, because it always feels terrible whenever you go up against the same dude and then you steamroll him 2 times in a row. That feels awful to me. I guess that's just me being too nice, but not a good feeling for me personally. Like, I know, like, it gives you good points and stuff to rank up or whatever, and you get the coins for your, you know, your PvP festival coins or whatever, but doesn't feel good. All right, let's see it dominate it. Oh, that's a bad ult. Well, I'm pretty sure that was like a 1/6 ult, unfortunately, but well, Hendrickson's dead. I guess we just call it there. I am proud of you, my friend. Good game. So proud of you. But either way, I think we're gonna call it there. I do have one more match that I could do, but the team takes, you know, a little bit long to play, so I don't want to make this like an insanely long video or anything. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll definitely be going over a lot of the cool shield hero stuff when it drops, and I've got some videos that I want to make in the next couple of days for, like, you know, what kind of gear you should be making for the characters, and, you know, should you summon and all that good stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.